Back with number 6. Again, we are given a demand function and a supply function for an HD TV. We are asked again to find the market equilibrium, explain the meaning of the market equilibrium, and we are asked, should the company charge $500 for the TVs, why or why not? And so once more, market equilibrium occurs when supply is equal to demand. So what we simply need to do is in Wolfram put both the supply and the demand function in there and take a look at what we get back. So we will have P is equal to 480 minus 3Q, and P is equal to 17Q plus 80. This is taking a while. Okay, so what do we end up with here, everyone? We end up with a price of 420 and a quantity of 20. So A, equilibrium price, is $420. Equilibrium quantity is 20. So for part B, we're asked to explain the meaning of the market equilibrium, and we need to produce and sell 20 TVs at a price of $420 each. So we could begin to get greedy and say, oh man, maybe I should try to sell 21 TVs. What's going to happen is that TV is not going to sell. And then we'll be left with a TV that we're trying to sell for $420. We're not making any money on it. So the lesson here is to pay attention to market equilibrium and do not sell more than people are willing to buy, or don't make more than people are willing to buy. So, should the company charge $500 for their TVs, why or why not? And so that question should be pretty simple for us to answer at this point. The answer is nope. Would it be nice to get an extra $80 per TV? Yes. But what would happen if we charged $500 for our TVs? Let's take a look at the demand function if the price went up to 500. So if our price was 500 and we came over here and finished our demand function off, let's see what the quantity that we would be able to sell would look like. We don't want a fraction, we want a decimal. So the number of TVs that people would buy would drop to 6. And 6 times 500 is only 3,000. So nope, people would only buy 6 TVs. And I should say consumers, not people. Consumers would only buy 6 TVs at that price. Profit would only be $3,000. If we stick with 20 TVs at a price of $420 each, we make $8,400. It's a no-brainer. So again, everyone, it's very important for us to understand this idea that yes, we could charge more, but that means we would sell less, which would end up hurting us more than it does helping us. And so market equilibrium, again, is the best price where the consumer is getting where the consumer feels that they're getting a fair price and that they're not getting ripped off, and the seller is getting paid an appropriate amount for their product. So the answer to that last question, which was, should we charge $500 for the TV? The answer is sure, if you want to lose $5,400 in sales. Me, I would not choose to do that. I would lower the price, sell more, and which would result in me making more.